Video on use of an alternative graphing package called Desmos. It's always handy to have all of the data you want to plot in a spreadsheet, so no matter how messy the raw data is, from a particular website, you can process it and put it into a Google sheet like this. Then it's easy to transfer that to graphing documents. So we'll go open a new tab, type in DESMOS. It's my first tip, and it's a graphing calculator, right? If you go to desmos.com and you just get the landing page here, you just want to open up the graphing calculator, alright? So this is ready for you to type in either an equation, y equals 2x plus 3, okay, and the graph appears here. It's quite nice. Or you could enter a table of values and start typing them individually. But the cool thing about Desmos is that if I have my spreadsheet ready, this works on Excel as well as Google Sheets. We Command C, we open Desmos, we click and we paste, right? And isn't that nice? We get an automatic rescaling of the axes, so we can see clearly what's going on here. This y-axis is the time in seconds, the x-axis here is the year, and so you've got this nice downward trend. And also on Desmos it's easy to type in the equation of the line that you think might fit it, but here you've got to kind of know what type of model it is. So for linear, y equals mx plus c. Now at the moment it's asking you to fit the line manually yourself by guessing. So if I click all and add sliders, it's asking you to have a best guess at what the equation of the line is, right? And now that's not quite what we want, because maybe we don't really know how to calculate the equation of the line. So we want to tell Desmos to fit the best line. Now that's a little trickier, but not too hard. Now notice on our data set we've got x1 and y1, so we have to tell Desmos to find a link between x1 and y1 to try and fit the best line of fit through all these points, x1, y1. So we have to type in here y1, and it automatically becomes a 1, and then you can try equals mx1 plus c, but still look, nothing happens, right? So the key is that on Desmos the equals gets replaced by a fancy symbol, and the fancy symbol means please find the best model for this equation and the x1, y1 data set, and that line is called a tilde. It's a funny little symbol, and now you can see the Desmos keyboard here, and you can use the Desmos keyboard or your own laptop keyboard. But if you use the Desmos keyboard, under the ABC you will find on the bottom the tilde sign, and do you see what happened there? So this says, can you please find the best model for dataset x1, y1 with this equation y equals mx plus c. So you have to use the tilde, y1 and x1, and can you see that that's a really nice line of best fit? Now when you would write this down on any kind of piece of work, you would say, well look, you could even translate it into different letters, right? So T for time is equal, so on the y-axis is time, right? And then M, the gradient, we are given here, negative 0.0079. Just copied my table again. Let me just get rid of that table. So negative 0.00795836. That might be a bit too accurate. T is the time in seconds, times by, we'll go for y, and then we'll go plus the c, which is 25.688. So that would be the equation you could type down in your report. Or if you just go y equals mx plus c, you can go y equals mx plus c. Notice the blue line here now just superimposed on here. The next thing really is taking your nice graph and getting it onto your spreadsheet, your Google Doc, sorry. And so we can do Control Command and do a copy, and then we can get into our Google Doc. Let's go down here, and we can resize it and rescale it. So that's how to use Desmos to draw a really nice graph. The next step would be to maybe put some axes in manually, and to also label the axes, and that'll come in another video.